Hey, what's up everybody? You're watching Jermaine Morgan TV, and today I'm going to break down some ways you can use the major scale to come up with some really cool bass riffs. Stay tuned. Hey, and welcome back to Jermaine Morgan TV. And if you're watching this in real time or if you're up to date with the videos, Happy New Year to you. I don't know when you're watching this video, where you are, or anything like that. But for me, it's the new year. It's the second day of the year, and I'm really excited to share with you guys once more and again. And welcome to all the new subscribers who've subscribed. You took me into the new year with over 16,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys. I don't know who you are, so feel free to introduce yourself in the comment section below. So today, without wasting too much time, I want to get into this lesson and talk about some ways that you can kind of create some really cool bass lines. If you guys have been keeping up, we've been doing the lick of the week every week for about 13 or 14 weeks or so. But I wanted today to do something just a tad bit different, just kind of give you guys some ideas of ways that you could take something as simple as the major scale and come up with some really cool things to play, whether you're doing improvisation or whether you're just playing plain bass line, just using the major scale. Because oftentimes we'll look over the simple stuff trying to get to something complicated. And sometimes it's good to get back to the roots and just go right back to the simple, you know, just regular major scale. Because sometimes you can find some really nice stuff right in that scale. So without further ado, we'll get back into the groove that you heard me playing at the top of this video. All I was really doing with this particular groove, I was playing it. We were in the key of E. That's pretty much the whole groove, and all I'm doing is I'm playing back and forth. And this was one of the first things I want to tell you guys about, just with building this bass line. Instead of just playing, I could have played it using the octaves. And just for you guys that's gonna ask me about the progression of this particular bass line that I'm playing, I'm going from the 1 to the 4 to the 5 back to the 1. Okay, and so it's a kind of weird timing of it. But that's not what I was doing. I was actually playing the 1 5, like a perfect fifth, so to speak. Okay, and I'm doing that all the way over the whole bass line. So what I was doing, I was giving it more of an island feel with it. And this particular groove, it sounds a little better when you slide into it. Again, it's just using those perfect fifths. And you'll really find that theme all over this particular groove that I'm playing. You can take this and do anything you want to do with it as far as the idea is concerned. This is just what I'm using today as far as this particular groove. But you can use this on almost any style of music, that 1/5 idea. I actually use it a good bit. And it's something that helps you build when you're thinking about doing some improvisation and that type of thing. You can use that just with the scales in general. Just say if we use the major scale, playing it in fifths. When we go to that third, just playing the one up under that 4. And we'll do the same thing with the 7 once we get there. Instead of playing, we'll play. You got me? So again, this is what we're doing. The idea that we're building here is, that's where it changes. And so I'll put that just with the groove, and just so you can hear it in context, how that alone kind of changes it up from sounding like just a regular major scale, depending on how you express it, how you phrase it. And that's the very simple approach to playing it. Of course, another thing that will change it around from sounding just like a major scale is moving the notes around, taking some stuff, leaving out some stuff, and just figuring out exactly what you want to do with kind of moving these notes around, so you're not playing everything. Because if you play the notes just like they are, it's gonna definitely sound like a scale. But if you move them around, so I'm just taking the same thing that I showed you guys and I'm playing it backwards. So again. And we just using the idea of right now, the only thing we've introduced is using the idea of the fifths. And y'all forgive me for my sniffing and sounding all nasty on camera. I was sick as a dog on last week for Christmas. That's why y'all didn't get a video. For you that keep up regularly, that's why you didn't get a video. Well, one, because it was Christmas, and the number 2 reason, I was sick as a dog on Christmas. So y'all pray my strength as I get stronger. But I'm getting rid of all of this stuff, so it's getting a lot better. So thank you for your concerns and your prayers in the meanwhile. So again, all I'm doing is just playing with the fifths for right now. And you can use that theme all over this the scale. Okay. For the people who are being super technical, no, I know all of them are not fifths, especially when we get here. But I'm just talking about in general, taking the idea of moving with the fifths. That idea, that positioning that we're using is what I'm more so referring to. So if you take that position and move it around now, let's add that to the groove. Now we have our melody that we were playing earlier. All major scale. And I go back to that, you know, that the head of it. So all of that I'm playing is built off the major scale. So, and that's just a 7. And I just took a bigger stretch that time. So I'm just moving notes around using nothing but the major scale. I haven't got into anything outside of that. And even when I'm coming, now I'm using different arpeggiations, but it's still kind of displacing the notes of the major scale. So one of the biggest things I want to leave you guys with today, again, is using the idea of the fifths. Whether you're playing improvisation or you just playing the bass line, it adds so much to your playing. Play with that idea, and also using the major scale, but moving the notes around as it pertains to solo. Take it and move it around a lot more than what you're probably already doing, and you'll be surprised what you come up with. I don't want to overload you today, so hopefully these tips have helped you guys and gave you a few more ideas to add to your plan. And if you're liking this stuff, remember to visit JermaineMorgan.net. And also, before I run out of time, I want to mention, you guys, I have the Say It With Your Strings official t-shirts now available on the website. You can head over now and check them out. Really cool t-shirts. I'll go ahead and put the link below so that you can see how to get it, and you can have yours and you can be rocking with it when you're playing your bass or whatever you're doing. If any of you remember my Say It With Your Strings contest that happened a few years ago with bass players from all around the world, some of you were even involved in this contest. It was such a pleasure to do this. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about bringing it back, so just stay tuned to find out the details concerning the Say It With Your Strings contest. And it's gonna be fun, and I hope that you all will get involved. If you think that's a good idea, if you want to be a part of the Say It With Your Strings contest, please leave a comment below. Just comment. I love to see some things you want to see in this contest as I plan and as I prepare for it. So I definitely want to hear back from you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. That's it for today, and I'll be back on next week to share some more information, some more tips with you guys. Take care. I'm out of here.